Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. So glad it's Saturday because I got to sleep in today. I did not have to get up at 2 in the morning, and that's always a happy day in this house. So I hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday morning. Truth. Good to see you. It's been a while. Life has been so busy, I just really haven't been around. But it's good to see you. So this morning, I have the house pretty much to myself, which is nice. It's just me and my husband. The son is at work. The daughter is on vacation, and the baby is with her dad. So it's quite quiet here today. So I was like, why not? So I sat down on my computer and I was looking through the news, which is always just hard to read. I mean, news, there's never anything good in the news, I swear. There's more bad. So I was going through the news and I came upon this article good morning, Gingerlocks. I came upon this article this morning that was actually heartbreaking. Um, so I figured, why not go live and talk about it for a little while? Plus, there is another article with that where um, they're nearing the end of the rescue of the Florida building collapse, and there is still some missing and unaccounted for. So that's really sad to hear. But what's really sad is that I guess now people are stealing the identity of these victims and using it for financial gain. So not only is all these families going through a horrible time right now they have to deal with people stealing their family's identity, because my thought process on that is because the news made it well known that there was a lot of professionals in that building, between doctors and chiropractors and people that just don't have to struggle day to day. And they also released how much rent was there. So part of me are these criminals, I think, are thinking, pay dirt, let's steal their identity. And it's horrible. So let's read about it. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Share screen. Okay. There's no audio, but so let me get back to you guys. Make it bigger so we can all see it together. So, hackers have been stealing the identities of fatal victims in the Florida condo collapse. Mayor told Insider that police will track down the criminals responsible. It's not clear how many victims are targeted or how. Heartless hackers have been stealing the identity of victims who were killed in the Florida condo building collapse, and officials confirmed to Insider on Friday. The criminals have committed identity theft against more than one victim in the collapse. It's an active investigation, but it's very disturbing and worse than that to me because it's re-victimizing our victims. I couldn't agree more. And we're not going to stand for that. So they're asking anybody that has family to make sure that you let Social Security know. It says officials have told the families of the victims who died in the collapse to check their credit and contact Social Security offices to let them know. We want everyone to take steps to lock their credit down. We're going to track down the people responsible for this, and we're going to arrest them and make an example of them. They couldn't provide any additional information regarding how the hackers managed to steal the victim's identity, saying that it is part of the investigation. It's not clear how many victims were targeted in the scheme. So I think that's something to actually really talk about, because that's just horrible. And I know that there's friends and families on this platform, and I think that we need to just put the word out there for them, so their family members and their friends don't have to go through that. They're going to screw up and use someone unaccounted for and get caught. Let's hope so, truth, because these hackers are professionals. It's amazing what they can convince people to do, you know? And now there's nobody stopping them, really, because the family members um haven't caught them yet. And the other sad part of this story is, I was reading this morning also, is that the rescue of family members is coming to an end. And I know that it costs a lot of money to do this. And for me, it's just heartbreaking to hear, because they have a date set for when they're going to stop a rescue mission. And no matter what that date is, if there are still family members missing, it's the way it is. It's kind of like 9/11. They didn't, find everybody. So in that beautiful memory, there's people still not identified. And that's what's going to be happening with Florida. And I get it. But it's just heartbreaking. I really hope before the date they end up finding everyone. Yeah, I heard that too, truth. I heard that the death certificates have been issued even for the ones that are unaccounted for. So right now, this was 11 hours ago, with two more victims identified in the Florida condo collapse. Death toll reaches 94 as recovery efforts slowly come to an end. Says that it's been a 3-week long search for victims in the partial collapse. And it's become increasingly difficult as recovery workers continue to search through the rubble. They said the once buzzing site has grown quieter. The trailers from out of state agencies that once camped on Collins Avenue in nearby parks and side streets have begun to leave. The media tent, where several dozen reporters from around the country squeezed in their camera crews, and is mostly empty. And a twice daily briefing that was reduced to once daily briefing has been further reduced to new releases. So it's just heartbreaking. Just heartbreaking, because I just wish that everybody could be accounted for. And I know that's tough, but you always want to bring your family members home. You don't want to have to not have a place, and that's not the place family members want to go, because they want to remember the good times. And if they're standing in front of the collapsed building, they have this memory. And I don't want that for the families. So I hope before the date they end up getting everybody that is unaccounted for. So it's just heartbreaking. So I figured, let's talk about it. Let's put it out there, right? Let's put it out there, so Because, like I said, I know that there's people that are watching. They might not necessarily watch me, but somebody will watch me, and we can carry this out so family members and friends can warn everybody to keep an eye. But other than that, I went live yesterday, which I was shocked to do, but we went for a nice car ride and chatted, and now I'm live again. I think this is the most I've been live in a couple of weeks. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick live. Like I said, I just wanted to do a quick live, put it out there. Hey, Mama T Belly, how are you? I just wanted to do, hey, Dova, good morning. Good morning. So I just wanted to do a quick live just to put that out there. And for the hackers, shame on you. Shame on you. I don't know how you sleep at night, knowing that you're re-victimizing these victims' families and making it even harder for them during their grief process. Shame on you. So, like I said, I just wanted to put it out there. I'm sure, the police are letting all the families know, but I figured it was good just to put it out there. People be aware. So I hope everybody has a good weekend. Does anybody have anything exciting planned? I don't. Other than the flea market, like I said yesterday, I'm hoping it doesn't rain. And it was so funny because I woke up this morning and I've been telling you guys about all the rain. And guess what it was doing? It was pouring this morning. But right now, the sun is out. So I will take it. So I'm hoping it will stay out so I can get some yard work done today. Seeing as we are home alone and we can get stuff done that we usually don't get done because we have to deal with other things. But now that we don't have to worry about anybody and everybody's out of our house, we can catch up on the things we enjoy to do. Sleep? No, my husband yells from downstairs, sleep. No, because then that's just an unproductive day. And then after a nap, you wake up and you're even more unproductive. That does not sound productive. I'm putting you to work, don't you know? Not that you can do much, but still. I'll give you something you can do with one hand. Hubba, hubba. Send me the rain. I'll give you yours. Yes, Dova, I will. There was somebody else I talked to this morning that was like, we need rain so bad. Like nothing. Mojo, good morning. Like nothing is green here. It's all brown and burnt. So they were like, send me the rain. And I said, if Mother Nature would work with me, I would send you the rain. Because our grass, we mowed the grass a week and a half ago. And it's already as high as my calves. It's crazy how quick it's growing because of all the rain. Good morning, Puss in Boots, the one and only. I hope you are well. How is Mojo? I haven't seen you around. Yes, it's hot and brown down in the desert living. Hey, Denise. We have had tornadoes up here in the last 2 days. Oh no, please stay safe. I've never experienced a tornado. I can only imagine how scary that is. Just like an earthquake. I mean, we've had little earthquakes here, but it's like the house shakes. It shook a little, but nothing like what they get in California and stuff. We just get like severe snowstorms, ice storms. We've had like high winds and stuff. Samara, good morning. I know you've been following this case, Samara. Well, it's not really a case, this tragedy in Florida. I know you've been really keeping tabs and reading about it. I went live this morning because this morning I got up and I was going through the news, and everybody knows that the news is always hard. I don't watch the news. It just seems like it's really depressing, but sometimes I'll skim through. So this morning I was skimming through and I have seen that hackers are now stealing the identity of the victims in the Florida collapse. So they're urging family members and stuff to watch their family members' credit score, and also to get a hold of Social Security. They're saying there is more than one person they have done it to, but haven't given an exact number, other than it's been more than one. So it was just heartbreaking to hear because they're already going through so much. Hey, Sonia, good morning, beautiful. They're already going through so much, and now it's like they're being re-victimized. These poor families have enough to deal with, and now they have to worry about their family members, you know, credit being taken or people trying to get money. Oh, it's just sad. And the other thing that I read this morning that was heartbreaking is that the search and rescue is coming to an end. And that's just heartbreaking because they have a date set. And I just hope that they get everybody out of there before that date. Hey, Pixie. Good morning. How are you? Oh, Pixie, I messaged you. So message me after my live if you're not busy. Dova, yesterday I was in Carla's. Well, I was driving. How is your family? Everybody, if you guys could say a prayer for Dova. I'm not going to say much more. It's up to her, but prayers to her family. It was really sad to read what you put in chat in Carla's. And I hope that they're doing well. I know, Samara. They don't have everyone. And basically, it's coming to the point, like I said in my live, a little bit ago, 9/11 was heartbreaking and they did rescue missions, but they couldn't save everybody. So we all know that some didn't get rescued, and that's what's going on with Florida. It costs a lot of money, and I get it, but as for a family member, I don't think it would. I know for me, it wouldn't matter. I don't care how much money that you had to spend on this rescue mission. I don't want you to stop until I have my family member and I'm able to take them home and put them in a proper resting place. Because I know for me, I wouldn't want to have to go there to remember my family because I would always want to remember the good times. And standing in front of that area would absolutely make it where that memory would come up. But they're saying pretty much that they hope that they get everybody. But if the date comes and they don't, and like the truth said earlier, is they've already done death certificates for everybody that has been missing, whether they have them or not. So it's just heartbreaking. And then to have that, there's family members out there praying that their family member is found. And now they have to worry about hackers, it's just horrible. Thank you, everyone. We're live. Feel like we got hit. Not funny, but finally home. Oh, I'm just glad that you guys are all okay. I know you probably have many bumps, bruises, soreness, but like you said, it's so better. It is so sad, Dova. I don't know. That's why I don't like watching the news. But at the same time, I like to know. But it's just sad to hear this. I wish it was just better news. I wish they would say, we're not stopping until everybody's home. And yes, there was a hacker, but they have been caught. Yes, Samara. Please say a prayer for Samara. Also, she had lost a pet family member. That is just heartbreaking. So prayers and hearts to her. Yes, car can be replaced, but as humans can't. Absolutely, Dova. Everybody's going through it though. It just seems like everybody that I've talked to lately are just going through something. Like when COVID hit, everybody was depressed. Good morning, Bombshell. Nice to see you in here. Thank you for stopping in. Um, when COVID hit, everybody was going through emotions, depression, people were going stir crazy, people were struggling, people that work paycheck to paycheck, everybody was struggling. And we've kind of gotten over that hump. I know in my area, it's we've moved to optional masks. Like where I work, because I work in the food industry, no matter if I'm vaccinated or not, I still have to wear my mask. They have not released it for us, but you would think the grocery stores work with food, correct? And they don't have to wear their masks if they're vaccinated. The other thing that's bothering me is it is you do not have to wear your mask if you are vaccinated. Do you know how many people are not wearing their mask and they're not vaccinated? Um, I know for me, I don't agree, so I have not been vaccinated. Um, but I wear my mask every time I go in somewhere. I have my mask on. Now, mind you, my husband, my son, my brother-in-law, all of them got vaccinated. They did the 2 rounds, got vaccinated, and they do not wear their mask. Sometimes, my husband will, if he's got, like, we go somewhere and there's a lot of people, he'll put on his mask. But for the most part, he knows he's vaccinated and doesn't need to. Spirits Seeker Squad, good to see you. Everybody, if you're not subbed to Spirit Seeker Squad, you need to. She's been doing true crime. She's doing awesome at it. Um, but there are so many people that are like, hey, I don't have I'm not vaccinated, but nobody's going to ask me, so I'm not wearing a mask. And like I told my husband, I found it funny that when COVID first hit, there was a person outside the store making sure you had a mask on, counting how many people went into the store, correct? Now, because this vaccination's out and it's optional, there's nobody standing there. Now, mind you, everybody that's gotten vaccinated, I know in my state, they have a card. They have a card that they have to carry with them at all times, kind of like an ID, saying you were vaccinated. So why is somebody not standing out in front of those stores asking for your card? Because are we going to get a spike because people are not following the rules? I don't know. I feel like I'm an adult and I'm being responsible. I choose not to be vaccinated. I choose. That's my choice. I think there's not been enough research on it. It just worries me. I have no idea what they're putting in my body. So I am refusing. Just like I don't get the flu shot um, every year or the pneumonia shot. Not my cup of tea. Uh, so I choose to wear my mask. Oh, you're welcome, Spirit Seeker Squad. Bombshell, I hope you're hanging in there. I haven't caught a lot, but I know you're going through it right now with people on YouTube, and I hope you're doing well. Just keep your head up. They'll move on eventually. Everybody always does. I don't really know what's going on, and I'm not going to speak on it because I have no idea. But I just see your name in titles a lot lately. So you have to be going through something. Good. Good, good, good. Yes, everybody. I think Samara, you have to do her backup channel because I saw a clip where did you? Yeah, you do. Okay, she got struck. And I think she's fighting the strike or whatever. But right now she has a backup channel. Bombshell. What is your backup channel? If you write it, I'm sure Samara can find it for you. Yes, live chat, everybody. Sonia, it's so good to see you. How have you been? I think everybody has gotten over the drama and needed to pull back because I have not seen, maybe it's just because I haven't been around, but I haven't seen a lot of you guys, and it seems like you're slowly all coming back, and it's good. They're trying to take my channel. Well, that's not good. That's not good. You're a tough cookie, though. You'll fight it. Thank God for a backup channel. Everybody sub up so her backup channel can get up there. Is that the name of your channel? The Hateful Heifers Club? That's a riot. If that's the name of it, that's a riot. Now everybody's going to come in and start lurking because you're allowed in my chat, Bombshell. And mind you, let me just say, I hate it when people are like, oh, you support people's behavior because they're in your chat, so that must mean you support their behavior. Let me just state, does not mean I support anybody's behavior. Everybody's an adult around here, and they have to take responsibility for their own actions. But when you're in my chat, we're not talking about what they did or didn't do, because don't be sorry, Bombshell. You stay right where you are. But hold on, let me mute because my dog is going to break people with, people in here, we're talking about other things. We don't talk about the drama in here, really. Sometimes I have an opinion, but for the most part, I try to keep it just the normal, low-key talk chat. Everybody needs one of those, and there's not many around anymore. So I try to keep it. I let everybody come in here as long as you ain't starting drama. But Bombshell, I like Bombshell for Bombshell. I am not Bombshell's keeper. I am not her person to sit there and say anything. Bombshell's an adult. Bombshell has a channel. What she does is what she does. Same with everybody else. But when you're in my chat, it does not mean I support. Because let's talk about that when you have people in your chat that other people would be like, oh, I can't believe you support them. Make sure you show. Oh, thank you. Well, I respond. I shouldn't be shocked that you responded, Bombshell. You are the type that don't back down. They don't. The impression I have gotten from you is that nobody can shut you up. If you have a voice, you're going to speak it. Nobody's going to scare you out of this place. That's a good thing. Oh, what's going on? Who's recovering surgery? I asked Sonia how she was, and I missed it. Let me go back, because I was on a rant. Let me see. Stressed and in distress. Oh. Oh, no. Well, prayers to your daughter. I hope her surgery goes well. We have to talk. And I'm sorry that you're so stressed and de-stressed. It's tough. It's tough. But, we love you, Sonia, and we're here for you. Even if you have to vent. Richard, good morning. How is Richard this morning? Oh, it's so good to see all you people in my chat. Um, oh, don't worry, Jenna. Oh, of course I'm gonna worry. That's one of the, the children we always worry about our children and our friends' children. I know I do. I know, Sonia. I'm glad I went live too. It is good. I'm so perky sometimes. Today I am because I'm not working. I have the house to myself. So I am perky today. I'm in a good mood. That's what sleep does. Makes you recharge, and I just feel recharged. The only thing I hate is that the weekend goes too quick. Before you know it, it's Monday and we're back to real life. Absolutely, Dova. Well said. I know that's how it is for me. I think we all come in on here to take a break from real life, for sure. We enjoy talking with each other, not fighting. Absolutely. I mean, what fun is it? I just don't get how people find screaming at each other, fighting with each other, when you're on here to get away from just life itself. I don't know how arguing, fighting, screaming, going after people uh makes you feel good. I just don't get it. Like, I get that there's people on here that don't like me, people on here that don't like Sonia, people on here that don't like Bombshell. I mean, the list goes on. We all have people that just think we're not their cup of tea. Fine, we're not your cup of tea. Then leave us alone. Just find your cup of tea. But instead, they're like, oh, you're not my cup of tea. I'm going after you. It's just, I don't get it. I'd rather come on here and have 32 people in my life and we talk about all kinds of stuff. Nobody's fighting. It's just a chill place. Everybody gets to see everybody, say hello to everybody. Because usually when you're in a drama stream, there's like 300 people in there and the chat's going so fast that you don't get to talk to the people that you enjoy speaking to. You know, I know for me, and God forbid if you talk in the wrong chat around here. So most people are lurking. There are some that will talk in a chat and they're not involved in the drama. They're just chatting with other people in the chat. But for the most part, I know for me, I'm an absolute bush in the bushes. If I do watch, because I miss seeing you guys and I'll crack up in the chat because you guys will be talking about something else, but I'm not about to write in the chat. It's sad. There's not very many chats I write in. I think there's one now. One chat. Yes, I like feisty too. Absolutely, some tomato throwing and maybe a middle finger. Absolutely, Dova. I like the parodies where, you throw a little shade, you make it funny. Like that time that people picked on all, my looks and stuff. And I went live and auctioned off everything, on camera. I made fun of myself. If you're going to pick on me, I'm going to pick on myself too. You have to make humor with some of it. And those are the ones I like. But when you're downright nasty and it's just such a turn off for me. Like, no. I like the comical throwing shots, I guess. Vitamin D is good for the soul. It's so funny because in the winter here, I end up taking vitamin D because I have a vitamin D deficiency. There it is. Deficiency. So because we don't get much sunlight in the winter, I have to take vitamin D. But in the summer, I don't have to because I'm always out in the sun. You too, Sonia? And it really does affect your depression. It affects your depression. It affects your oomph. What do you want to call it? My oomph. What's the word? It's right there on the top of my tongue, but I can't say it. Energy, motivation. Thank you, my husband. Always coming in to save me. Motivation. It affects all of that. So you wouldn't think vitamin D would do that, but it does. And it just, I don't know, that having the sun beat on your face, it just, what are you laughing at yourself for? What did you say that you found funny? What did you, what did you say? You're not going to tell me. He's not going to tell me, guys. I love the feeling of sunshine on your skin. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love sunshine, woods, rivers, lakes, mountains, anything like that it just brings me peace. Hey, babe. Babe. Yeah, I got it. I know. Thank you. I can't believe you read my mind. Let's see. But yeah, like I can be completely stressed out. I just kind of glitched. Can you guys hear me? I can be completely stressed out. I can drive to the woods, get out, walk on a trail. By the time I get out, I'm great. I can go sit by a river, grab a good book, and read it, and there goes all my stress. But when you're in it, you don't think, when you're stressed and you're having one of those tough moments, you want to stay in it and you have to say, you know what? I need a minute. I need to go do something I enjoy. Whether it's sitting in the backyard, in the grass, just letting the sun beat on you for 5 minutes. You need to do that. If it's going for a walk, even if you walk around your yard, do it. If it's, swimming or being by the water, just find a place to pull over for 5 minutes and sit by that lake and take a minute. Everybody needs to de-stress sometimes. It's not good for us. It ages you guys. It ages you. Stress ages us. Has anyone good news, Jenna? How's the job doing? Good. I love it. I love my hours. I'm just enjoying. I think it's definitely changed my emotions. I was having a really tough time being home all the time because prior to me being home all the time, I worked. I worked helping people. I was a CNA, as you guys all know, and I ended up getting hurt. And I stayed home, and my husband became the breadwinner all by himself. And he never minded, but I minded because I just felt like I wasn't contributing. Even though he would tell me, you taking care of the kids, making sure they go to the appointments, making sure everything in the house is done. That is a full-time job all in itself. So I'm not saying for those people that are feeling that way, your job does matter. Even if it's at home and it's not bringing in an income, your job still matters. Sometimes a little bit more than people that are bringing home an income. It's a full-time job taking care of a house and children. And, but I think it affected my depression a lot because I just felt like I I wasn't doing the best I could for my family. So me finding this part-time job, where it doesn't affect my health because I do have back issues and neck issues, and there's things I can't do. There's no way I can do it full time. because then I would be back to square one of not working. Um, but it's just enough, you know? It's just enough to make me feel like I'm contributing, but at the same time, I'm getting out there and I'm not talking to walls anymore. 'Cause that's what I used to tell my husband. I sit here all day and I have animals to talk to or my walls to talk to, and you can only clean your house so much. People should go to the shelter, volunteer, take pooches for a walk. Absolutely. Good idea, Samara. There is so many shelters and they could use the help. It's I can only imagine how overwhelming it is to try to get all these pets out for a walk or play with a cat to make sure that they get the attention they need. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop that. I even saw a blue heron. Ooh, those are pretty. Those are the ones with the really long legs, right? She does always have the sweetest ideas. Um, I think now don't quote me on this. I know it's in the works, guys. I cannot commit to going live, and it's frustrating and I wish I could, but I have turned into sporadic. I jump on when I can. And I used to have a set schedule, but that's out the window. But I do know that there's talks about Carla picking up the Whiskers and Wags so we can get it out there because I'm still passionate about that. I would love for these animals to find a good home. And I don't know when it's going to start, but I do know it's in the works where once a week, Carla will be going live to show some amazing pets that need a loving home. So everybody keep a lookout for that because I know everybody enjoyed it when I did it, and I enjoyed it and I loved it. And I just wish I could commit to it, and I can't, and I just can't, and it stinks. Yes, it will be every 2 weeks. Awesome, Samara. Awesome. So everybody, uh, make sure you sub up to Carla's channel so you guys can see amazing pets because we did get pets adopted by doing it on our stream, which is amazing. Do you know what these community pages really piss me off? I've never seen my friends post. Oh, that's on Facebook or on YouTube. I know Facebook stinks on making so you can see your friends community pages or streams, and I know on YouTube it stinks too. Just like you guys don't get notifications, you don't get community pages. You would have to think, hey, I haven't seen my friend in a while. I'm going to go to their page and have to go to their community page. And then you look and you realize they've done 5 community posts. It's crazy. Yep. And Carla's another chill stream, and I wish people would just give her a second chance and go in. It's an awesome stream to go in. It's just like in here. We just shoot, we just talk about whatever comes to mind. Um and and I just feel like people lurk in Carla's and don't talk because like we talked about before is, oh, if we get caught in there, then people call us out. And Carla doesn't even deal with drama anymore, So, and it's just shameful that people can't talk somewhere because they're worried about being dragged for doing it. Even if you're in a stream that isn't even talking about drama. Her ghost is still, I believe, is still around. Um, She hasn't told us much about it, but Carla's doing awesome. To be honest, she's doing amazing. She really is. She's made a lot of changes and she's doing really good. And I just, when I go into her stream, I'll see like 30, 32, 40 people in there, but only 10 people are talking. And I just feel like it's people enjoy watching her, but they're scared to death to, not scared to death, but scared to type in there because God forbid somebody might catch you in there. And I think it's just ridiculous. We're all grown adults. Bye, Mojo. Have a great day. It's so good to see you. Hey, Denise. I didn't see you sneak in. How's Denise today? Does anybody want to come up and chit chat? Anybody got anything to talk about? If you do, let me know. I'll post the link in the chat because I'm pretty much done rambling. Again, please, every 2 weeks, it's going to be happening on Carla's. And if you're into true crime, please check out Spirit Seeker Squad. She's doing amazing on the cases that she's been covering. Please sub up to her. She did have a channel and she did arts and crafts and paranormal, and she's switched it into true crime. I think she still does some paranormal, but she does really good with the cases. She does not, a lot of people want a channel where it's facts instead of, assumptions. And Spirit Seeker Squad only puts out the facts. So she doesn't really go into, theories. She kind of keeps it straight to the facts, which when I did true crime, that's what I did. We didn't really dig into our theories and what could have happened and how could have happened. Nothing against the channels that do that. Let me just make that clear. Not against any channels that do that, because some people do enjoy that. And all props to you. But there are some people that just don't care for that, and they just want to know the facts and only the facts. And that's what she does. Yes, paranormal stuff. And I'm telling you, she gets some freaky stuff when she does paranormal. But yeah, other than that, Sonia, I haven't. You're one of the people that, and if you're not subbed up to Sonia, please do. But I think everybody in here is pretty much subbed up to Sonia. I don't get any. I don't know if you've done a video in a while because I never get. I've unsubbed, I've unclicked the bell, I've resubbed, clicked the bell, and I still get none of your notifications. None. I've started doing reading too, just here and there. I've had a lot of validations on what. Oh, cool. That's awesome that you started doing readings. Don't worry about what anybody said. I'm glad you're getting good feedback on it. But even if you get negative, everybody likes different things, and just because they don't like it, you're not hurting anybody. So you should be able to do what you want to do. I'm so behind with my channel. I did 3 on Brittany. Oh, Brittany, that's just heartbreaking. Gingerlocks, also, if you guys aren't subbed up to Gingerlocks mom, she's done some videos on Brittany as well. She actually has the recording of Brittany's first time speaking out about how she feels. So yeah, if you guys want to check out Sonia and Gingerlocks mom, they've been covering Britney Spears. And if you have no clue about Britney Spears, oh, you have to. It's heartbreaking. That poor woman has a IUD and she's 30 something years old and she can't even take it out without permission. She can't even ride in a car with her boyfriend and her children without permission. And like she said, I can go on stage and I can perform in front of millions of people to make sure that all these people have a good life and that I pay for all these people to have the life they have. But when I walk off that stage, I can't even ride in a car or get pregnant or get married without permission. I can't even spend my own money that I work hard for every day, and I can't even spend that money without permission. The last B. Don't erase them. Give me a minute. Bunch of old ladies talking about other old people. Where are we talking? Britney Spears is old. The Florida collapse. That's old. So please tell me where I'm talking about other old people. Please let me know because I think you're talking in the wrong chat because we haven't talked about any old people. But you might be old, so I might be talking about old people the last B. So please enlighten my chat on where we're talking about old people. And I mean, 42, I must be old, guys. I'm old. Everybody, I'm old. I'm 42 because the last B told me I am. Okay, I'm done with the troll now. You can get rid of them. You gotta have some fun, right? Every now and then. I'm not old, right? We're not old. We're not old. I'm almost 48. Yeah, getting up there. Thanks, right? We're only as old as you feel, and I feel pretty young today. Thank you very much. And I think age doesn't matter, right? To me, age has never mattered to me. Um, it's the person matters, who they are, what they represent. That's what matters, not their age. Old biddies. Wrong chat, pit stain. Oh, we're old biddies. I got my cane and my dent, my glasses pulled down, and I got this perm, and it's so tight, and I dyed it because I have white hair, and it's purple now. Yes, I'm so old. Pit stain. I love it, Samara. You crack me up. I'm 42 also, so old. Is the B12? Probably. We're sitting here talking about all different kinds of stuff, and they have to make a troll account. Can't even come in as themselves to call us old biddies. Wow. They see us. It's always nice to get a good laugh, right? It is. Every now and then you gotta just, usually people see trolls and they instantly kick them out. But I have to say, there are some funny trolls, and then there's trolls like the last bee that comes in and says something that doesn't even pertain to the stream that's going on, and you have to kind of throw a little bit of tomatoes, right? Oh. But yeah, so that's it for my day, guys. I might come on tomorrow. It might be 3 days in a row. You guys will have to give me a trophy if I can do it. 3 days in a row, but I'm thinking about going live while I'm at the flea market. Or go live after the flea market and show you guys something if I get anything, I can show you guys. Show you guys what I got. But I think it would be even more fun to do it while I'm at the flea market. Hey, I'll tell what I did see her. Next, Roast and Laura. Yes. I've heard a little bit about that. I don't really know what's all going on, but I did see a clip of Negs completely roasting Laura, and you guys all know that warms my heart. So sorry. Sorry. It just does. Am I going to get involved in it? Nope. You know, I do have to say the little bit that I have seen or heard, I guess the new thing is it's old drama, but it's drama that needs to be talked about because she hasn't changed. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Not everybody agrees with me. I know there are people that have forgiven her and have decided to give her another chance, and all props to you guys. Nothing, you guys all know I'll respect whoever you like because it's who you like. But me personally, that is one that and I have that right, but that's just one that I will never bat an eyelash for or watch or turn on or support or anything. I don't think I will ever get there. And that's okay. But she does her thing, I do my thing, and I do the adult responsible thing. Shocker, because I'm old and I'm a biddy, but I just don't go there. I just don't watch. I don't anything. I'm working on a case where a 5-year-old vanished. Oh, Summer Wells. Yes. Summer Wells, there's a few drama channels covering it also. Spirit Seeker Squad, something that needs to be talked about, and not many channels are talking about it, is the Xavier Harrison case. That little boy is missing, and on Friday, I know Molly is not everybody's cup of tea, but I went into Molly's because Molly had Xavier Harrelson's a woman that just loved Xavier, lived in the same area. Her son was best friends with Xavier and stuff. And when he went missing, she helped look for him. She was the one that called 911, not even the mother. She's been on every news channel. She keeps Xavier's name alive. But there was a court hearing that day. And what blew my mind is in that court hearing, the state said that there is 10 missing children from Xavier's state. 10. So I think that would be interesting to find out. And I haven't seen any names. How old are these children that are missing? Are they girls? Are they boys? How is the news not grabbing on to, is there something going on in that community where there's 10 missing children? How is that not something that's being talked about? It was the first time anybody's heard it. I know it was the first time that I heard it. Yeah, there's nothing for there's really not anything for Xavier. Nothing. And they're trying to link Xavier's case to I forgot her name. I can't remember her name, but that's what the court the court hearing was about, was this little girl. Does anybody remember her name? She's from the same area. Yes, thank you. Molly Tibbetts. Thank you. Yes, that's what the hearing was for. So they're trying to say that James Lowe was around Molly Tibbetts, also around Xavier. And these children are missing. And now there's 10 more. It's crazy. Kids on bikes were looking for him. Xavier with bare feet. They put orange ribbons, his favorite color, around where he lived, and nothing since. Yeah. Sam Rex, Rix. She is Xavier's voice, to be honest. She really is the only one that's standing up and keeping his name out there. My hat totally goes off for her. At least somebody has a voice for him. Hey, Dova, I'm glad you're back. Yes, Samantha Ricks. Oh my God. Sunny! Sunny side! Hold up. Sunny's in the house. Sunny, it's so good to see you. Dog Mom! Good morning. Nice to see you. Toodles, hello. I hope everybody's well. Sunny, it's so good to see you. I got your message and I'm doing well and I will message you back. Molly Tibbetts was murdered in 2018. A male was convicted of the murder, but he's the one that said something postponing his hearing due to witness coming forward named. Yes, absolutely. Hold on. People are bugging me. Potential spam. Has anybody else been getting those? It's driving me nuts. I want to change my phone number because I'm constantly getting, and it's so funny because on my phone when it rings, it will say potential spam, and it is. It's so funny how a number would come up and my phone knows it's a spam. I know. I'm so glad you caught me too, Sonny. I know. I was live yesterday. I'm live today. I need Spirit Secret Squad gave me a medal for it. 2006 called, and they want their ringtone. Whatever, Samara. Leave my ringtone alone. I know, Dova. I was just blown away to listen to that court hearing and find out that there's 10 children missing and nobody's heard anything about it. Nobody. Even the news, because afterwards they interviewed Sam and they were like, how do you feel about the new developments? How do you feel that there's 10 children missing? They didn't even know. Why aren't these children, I don't know, being talked about? I really want to look, and I looked into it to be like 10 children missing in that area, and nothing comes up. So we don't even know these children's names, so we can help spread their name. It's dreadful to think. It is, Sonia. I get those. I don't get the phone calls for the warranty. I get that in the mail. Like, your warranty is about up. I'm like, I didn't have a warranty. They just disappear. But as heartbreaking as that is, like I said yesterday, and why, Wendy B, good morning. Why is it that so good to see you? How do they pick and choose what case they're going to follow? What news outlet is going to make it known? I just don't get it. I think any child that goes missing, Every news outlet should be talking about it. And they don't. They pick and choose, and it's heartbreaking. Like Summer Wells, she's everywhere, and I'm glad she is. I'm glad her name is being plastered everywhere. I'm glad that she's on social media. I'm glad she's on every news station. And then you hear of Xavier, and it's not. So how do you pick and choose which case is important, which case it is to put out there? If there's more drama to the case, that one's relevant, but the one where a kid just goes missing isn't, because there's no twists and turns to the case. I think every kid should matter. Yes, Kevin, there was. If you go into the beginning of my stream, I talked about it, but I'll give you a quick rundown. Um, the first thing that I talked about is now they they released that there's hackers stealing the identity of the um, Florida collapse victims and using it. So they wanted everybody to know to have their family members check their family members' credit scores, get a hold of Social Security because they have hackers, which is horrible, trying to steal their identity. The other heartbreaking part is that the recovery efforts are slowly coming to an end. And not everybody is recovered yet. And they're going to end, they have a set date. And I just hope everybody gets recovered before that date, because I feel like everybody should be found. I agree, Kevin. I agree. Like these families are, going through so much, grieving. Some of them are still waiting to find their family members to be able to bring them home, and now they have to worry about, you know, their family members' name being used for financial gain. It's horrible. 97, yes. 8 were still missing, correct. Yep. They found one on the July 6th and another one on July 8th. And yes, it's only 8 still missing, but it's 8 family members that want their family members home so they can lay them to rest. And I hope that they get that. I know, Sonia. I know. I couldn't even imagine laying in your bed in the safest part of you think you're absolutely safe and okay in your home, and to know that they were sleeping, and oh, it's just horrible, and to know that they knew there was something wrong with that building and they did nothing. I hope that they're held responsible. The damage underneath the pool and them knowing it and doing nothing just days before. Oh, good. Wendy, sleep good. Thank you for coming in. I hope you sleep. I can't believe it's 1 a.m. and it's already Sunday for you. Ugh, don't rush it. It's only 11:15 here, and it's still Saturday in the morning, mind you. But Wendy, it's so good to see you. I loved your little clip of Negs and Laura. That was funny. Misbehaving. How are you, beautiful? Yes, the survivors will forever be traumatized. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree, Sonia. I agree. It's just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking to know that if you know, they said, "Oh, it was gonna cost a lot of money, and we would have to rehome everybody, and that would have cost a lot of money." I know if I was the building owner, I would have rather spent all that money to make sure that I didn't have family members' death on my conscience. Um, I think money is just money, but people's lives are way more important than money in your pocket. And I would have just rather have had not family members' death on my conscience all this luck. And that's how I feel. That's my opinion. And that's just how I feel about it. I feel like something could have been done. They stated something could have been done, but it was going to cost too much money. Now look at how much money it's going to spend. Cost you. Karma. Karma, karma. But it's just, I don't even like saying karma because people have lost their lives because you wanted to save a buck. And that's my opinion on it. Not everybody will agree with me, and that's okay. That's so disgusting to even say. You can't put a price on life. Absolutely. Yep. Because they knew that they needed to be able to do the work that needed to be done for that building. They needed to rehome everybody and put them up in a hotel or put them up somewhere else. And you didn't do it. You didn't do it. And now look. Now look. Exactly how much rent they were paying, and I think that's why the that was one of the things that I mentioned. I think that's why hackers are doing what they're doing because the news made it very clear that this was a very expensive building. People that lived in there were doctors and orthopedic surgeons and people from money, and I think that's why the hackers are doing it, and shame on them. Shame on them. Who can't go live all the time? I missed it. I missed it. I don't know all the details about the building tragedy, but my prayers go out to all the victims and family. Absolutely. It's just sad. And I mean, I can't say I'm not a building inspector. I'm not a contractor. I can't even say if they fixed the pool, it would keep the building from collapsing because I know people would come and say that about my opinion. That you don't even know if that would have helped. You're right, I don't. But I would at least have tried. If you actually go in the news and look, this owner knew about this pool for a long time. He had complaints from the tenants that are paying thousands of dollars for rent every month, that they had cracks in their walls, that they had water leaking. Who are you subbing up to? What did I miss? What did I miss? Who? You, Jenna Moon. Sub up to me? Oh, thanks. You don't get notifications, Nova? See, I don't get notifications. I get notifications of Spirit Seeker Squad, um, but I don't of the Sonia. So I follow the guy for Surfside. Oh, I didn't know about that channel. I'm gonna have to watch my live back so I can click. Or Samara, can you save that link so I can have it? Oh, good. On the building and all that went wrong. Yeah. I just feel they need to be held responsible. and no amount of money and no amount of what, they're not going to bring their family back. But I feel somebody should be held responsible. These families are dealing with a tragedy all because you didn't do what you were supposed to do as a building owner, as a landlord. And I mean, we could even, people should do a stream on uh landlords. How many landlords are out there that will take that rent every month but not repair the people's homes that they live in? It's crazy. It's manslaughter, period. I agree. I agree. They have been poor on YouTube these days. And I think it's because YouTube is really trying to change the way YouTube works. Slumlords. Absolutely. There's so many slumlords out there. And they get away with it. People live in, falling down roofs, but they want their money every month. It's crazy. And I think there should be a rule. There should be a law that if you are a landlord, there's a certain thing you need to, stand for and follow through. But they are allowed to be slumlords. They're allowed for this tragedy to happen. I have one more. They're a great channel on constructions of the building and deck sinking. Really, Samara? I have to say, I have a wonderful landlord. I have a leak and he's here. I have anything and he's here, and he doesn't cob job it. I used to have landlords that would cob job it just to fix it and save themselves a buck, and it would last like a week and then it would fall apart again, and they would come and would have just fixed it the right way, we wouldn't be here. I've had those type of landlords. But where I live now, I've lived here 8 years, and when my landlord comes in and fixes it, he fixes it right the first time. I want to know why the judge approved sale of the land before the recovery was done, or heard from the families to sell land for 100 million and money goes to the family. Good question. And it should go to the family. It shouldn't go to him. It shouldn't go in his pocket. It should be divvied out to all the family members, that even the people, because the building only fell on one half. The other half stood, but they all have to be rehomed now. All their stuff they worked hard for are ruined. It's not only do they have to move and find a place to live, they have to pay for all the refurnishing of their homes now. There's nothing that they could save from there. Family pictures, all of that is gone. I think that the families of the collapse should get half, and the families that the other half didn't collapse, but they're looking for a new place to live, that should be paid. They should absolutely be paid out of his pocket to pay for them to find a new place to live and refurnish their home, in my opinion. Luckily, we're buying our own house, so no landlord to deal with. Just out of pocket repairs. That sucks. Just dropped $650 on a new water heater. That's the tough thing for me. Me and my husband have been talking about buying our own home because rent is only going to get higher. Right now, where you can get a 1-bedroom for $1,100, it's insane. I don't know how people sleep at night charging people that when you look at their mortgage and it's probably $700, but they're charging it. And I get it because they need extra money for repairs and stuff, but still, it's cheaper nowadays to own a house than to rent. But at the same time, It's hard because what if you buy this house and then you find out everything starts falling behind you? You don't have a landlord that has to fix it. You have to fix it, and it's so expensive. So that's what scares us from doing that jump. And you would think at 43, I wouldn't, but I do. Why would it be the judge's decision when owned by the people? I agree. I agree. Absolutely. I don't blame you, Kevin. Why is it that the judge gets to decide? How can and at the same time, right now, people are waiting for their family members. Do you think they're thinking, oh, we need to stop the buying of the land? Oh, we got to make sure we're at court so we can fight this. Right now, that their family members aren't thinking of that. They're thinking of mourning their loss of their family members. So why can't you give them a breather for a minute before you start selling the land? Let it breathe for a little while. That the bit it's not going anywhere. I just don't get it. Yes, mortgage is way less than rent, and that's the plus side of it. But then, like you said, when a water heater breaks or something, I'm buffering my. Oh, I'm sorry, Sonny. Off topic. Here's an awesome channel that goes to cemeteries and tells stories of those who were. Oh, send me that one, Samara. Send me that one. That's interesting. I can remember when I was a kid. Um, how do I word this without going into my life? Uh, I was living somewhere with these people. Let's just say that. I was living somewhere. I was a teenager. And the woman that I was living with loved going to cemeteries at night and seeing what she could hear, see, and when I was a kid, we used to go and we used to scare ourselves silly because, sometimes you go and you see something that because you're a little scared that is it really there, is it not, or noises, in the woods because cemeteries around here are all in the woods. So you hear the cracking of the sticks and really it's an animal, but you think it's somebody and I was young. I was probably 12, 13, but I loved going to the cemeteries at night. I love walking through old cemeteries. I do too. And looking at the years, you know, um, I just do. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but Jenna Moon, we had a hillside collapse nearby and 15 houses were destroyed. Their homeowners insurance didn't cover and they still the mortgage payments. Are you kidding me? They had to sue the builders and it took years. Did they win? I hope they won. How did homeowners insurance not cover that? Because what? Landslide wasn't covered in it? It's like here. Like we have fire, water, that is part of the insurance coverage. But in like ice storms, windstorms and stuff. But say a tornado comes through here, right? Because we don't get tornadoes. Just say, because Mother Nature does what she wants. Let's just say we get a tornado and the tornado destroys the house. Guess what? Homeowners doesn't cover it, but it will cover a tree falling into the house. So, can you go to the homeowners and say, not that a tornado came through and knocked the tree down and hit my house, just the tree fell. But because you put tornado in there, it doesn't cover it. Isn't that crazy? I went to a cemetery a few months back. Snow stuff. Yes, isn't that when you saw all those people? Is it that cemetery where you were sitting in your car and they were there was a live that she did. She was in a cemetery, and I wanna say it's the one she's talking about, and I think in that she took a picture, and she posted it on her community page, and I think we counted 18 people or 10 people, I can't remember the set name, and you could tell they were actual people. It wasn't like just a dusting of a cloud or you could make it out whatever. These were people. And she was in that cemetery all by herself. Yes. They held the builders responsible. House were built on a hillside with well not cut land. They didn't fill the land properly in the earth. It was on the hillside. Well, I'm glad that they were, but it's horrible that they had to wait years. My car insurance wouldn't cover a falling tree on my car. Yes, but a rock comes up and hits your windshield, that's covered. But a tree falling and hitting your windshield, it's not. How do they what's the difference? They do, Kevin. They really, really do. Like right now, um, I'm stressed to the max because my husband is out of work. He got hurt and everybody knows how workman's comp works, right? And so it's been almost 3 weeks with no pay. No, he has not been paid. He has called every day, and this person never answers the phone. I think they've been on vacation for 2 weeks, and we call twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon, every day, Monday through Friday, because he's like, when am I going to get paid? We have bills that we have to pay. They don't just stop because my husband got hurt and we cannot get a hold of anybody. Nobody. I even called, like, you get the direct line for your workman's comp worker, and that's where we keep getting the insurance. But then you get the phone number for the actual just place in general, and nobody answers that either. We have been trying for 2 weeks and we have not talked to one person. Not one. I just don't think it's fair. Like, you got all the paperwork to state that he got hurt at work, you know, you know. And when my husband got hurt, what was it, a couple months ago? It wasn't like this. It's crazy. And this time around, it was. We only waited like a week and a half because I think they were worried about being sued. But this one, he can't. So they're taking their sweet time. He's okay. He just broke his hand, but it's his dominant hand, and there's no light duty at his work. And, you know, he's out they're trying to determine whether they need to do surgery or not. He went to a hand specialist this week, and because workman's comp didn't send him to that hand specialist, he took it upon himself to make this hand specialist appointment because he wants to go back to work because he's going crazy. Um, the doctors wouldn't see him. They were like, no, we can't see you because you filed a workman's comp claim and workman's comp's supposed to pay for it. So because you did it upon yourself, but my husband's like, but I can't determine when I can get this brace off and go back to work without a hand specialist, and I can't get a hold of anybody. It's a mess. I can't get a hold of anybody in workman's comp to make the appointment, so I made the appointment so it's much quicker, and the doctor wouldn't even see him. And we drove like an hour and a half to that appointment. It's just crazy. Oh, what is she? Spirits. You're selling oils? Yeah, it's crazy, Sonny. Because if he would have paid for it himself with his own insurance, any doctor's appointment from here on out, workman's comp wouldn't pay for it because he paid out of pocket instead of letting workman's comp pay it. It's crazy. It's it's so ass backwards, if you ask me. Oh, Scentsy. I love Scentsy. I need to order. Do you have a link? Is it in your description on your page? Cause I've been out of Scentsy for a while and I need some new ones. What did you see? Oh my god, I just saw something on another channel. We'll post the channel here. What did you see? Absolutely, Sonny. Any to drag their feet. I mean, the good thing is he'll get retro, but when? When will he get retro? And yeah, I'm working, but I work part-time. Our bills are not, it's just frustrating. Like, what do I call the bill company, which I have, and said, "Oh, we're waiting on a check, and when it comes, I'll pay you." No, it doesn't work that way. Mm, I love Stop the Madness. Let me go to my YouTube channel. Hold on, because I can't click on it in StreamYards for some reason. I won't play it because I don't. I mean, I can. You guys can listen to it. Let's see how long it is. Let's see. I'm not watching chat, so give me a minute. Stop the madness. Is it? Oh, okay. It's 29 minutes long. If this is the one you're talking about, a bus driver. Let's look into this. A bus driver, Melinda Sanders, dragged a first grader. Oh my goodness. Let's look at this. I want to read more on it. Sanders, bus driver. See what we can find. All right. Now I can share it with you guys. Hold on. Let me share. I'll do audio just in case. Let me go to, all right, I'm on full screen. Let's see. A school bus driver in Kentucky, hold on, in Kentucky is in serious trouble after what is possibly one of the most infuriating and exponential incidents in a viral video we've ever seen. There's a video. There is a video. Trigger warning. I'm gonna play it, but anybody that I'm gonna give a trigger warning for a few minutes. If you guys want to pop out and come back in, let me tell you how long the video is. Let's see. Oh, I gotta push play. It is 1 minute and 5 seconds. So if you do not want to watch this video, please pop out. Hold on. Sorry. And come back in. So let's make it big screen for you guys. Why is it still playing? I can't find you. I froze myself. Hold on. Let me stop it for a second. Oh no, I lost everybody. I lost all of you. Are you guys back? Let me stop this for a second. I gotta close some of this stuff out. Am I back? Sorry. Let me close some of this stuff out. I have way too many windows open. I think that's my problem. Yes, Stop Nomadness is a great channel. I know, I'm a mess. Sorry. Hold on. All right. Let me try it again now that I closed out the millions of it. Let me go to the audio. Share. All right. Let me make it there. Hold on. I got to close out all the riffraff. Oh, you guys aren't there. Why aren't you on the video? Why isn't this working? Hold on. I don't know why it's not working for you guys. What if I just play it in the background? Will that work? Do you guys want to see the video? Hold on. Sorry, guys. As Miss Wonderful would say, low budget production. Carla! Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Are you off and running? All right. Let's see if it will work. We'll try one more time, guys. Think. Oh, I didn't push audio. Hold on. There it is. All right. Now we have it. Okay, ready? Here we go. If it trigger warning, minute and 5 seconds. Everybody jump out because I haven't seen it myself. See the kid right here? And this guy's not. Oh my God. Look, she's looking. She looked. How does she? She looked.
What are you doing, Devin? Sit down, Devin.
She looked out that door. Look, she's looking again.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Oh, give me a minute, guys. Oh, there's 2 adults. The guy didn't even look that direction. I'll give him that. But she looked out that door twice. How do you not? I noticed that baby right away. So let's read about it. So she she is being sued. Says the family of a 6-year-old dragged 1,000 feet. 1,000. Oh my God! By a school bus suing negligent driver. Absolutely. The school bus driver in Kentucky is in serious trouble after what is possibly one of the most infuriating and exponential incidents and viral videos we have ever seen. According to Daily Mail, the family of then 6-year-old Allie has filed a civil lawsuit against the child's then school bus driver, Melinda Sanders, for a 2015 incident that left the child with life-altering injuries. The bus security camera captured the entire debacle. Allie was exiting the bus. Her backpack got caught in the door and Sanders pulled off without noticing. In the footage, you can see the driver along as if nothing was happening while chatting with another student. The result of her pure stupidity was Allie being dragged several blocks for 1,147 feet. Let's say that again. 1,147 feet this child was dragged. The injuries she sustained covered 12% of her body, and she had to undergo numerous surgeries to repair the damage. Despite the fact that the video was recorded in 2015, it came to light this week as the lawsuit trial begins. Sanders took the stand as a witness and said the following. When I asked what the moment of truth of loading and unloading children to the bus means to her, so this person asked, what does it mean to you by loading and unloading children to the bus means to her? She replied, it means a lot to me, and I wish Mr. Paulus that I had followed that day. She added, I can't take that day back. You're right, you can, but you didn't follow the rules. I know I'm not a bus driver, but most bus drivers, when I can remember, when you let a child off, that bus does not move until the child crosses the street, or if it is on the same side of the road and they're running to their parents, you watch that child move away from the bus and head to their parents before taking off. She literally let that child off, closed that door, and pulled off. She never checked. Oh, that's some PTSD she will have. Absolutely. Do I think she did it intentionally? No. I think it was a horrible misjudgment and a horrible, you know, accident. But she wasn't following the rules as a bus driver. That's my opinion. So she should be held accountable. Props to the family. It's just sad that this happened in 2015 and here we are in 2021 and they're just finally getting to court. My daughter's bus driver would play the slots on her phone while, oh, heck no, Gingerlock. Oh, no, no, no. Nope. I would be one of those mothers that would have words with that bus driver. She did look. I'm telling you, she looked. She looked out that window twice. I mean, it's horrible to watch, but we can watch it again. And I'll pause it when she looks. Let's watch. Hold on. Let's do it. Because I know the child's low enough, so you do have a blind spot, but there's no blind spot to that door. That door is from head to foot. There's no blind spot. Hold on. Let me scroll up. All right. All right. You guys see? All right. You guys can see. All right. I know I can see it better on my end. All right. Here she goes off the bus. She never looks. Look at this woman. Now this child is getting off the bus and she's not even watching that child get completely out the door. And you can see this child's head's turned. Like she can already tell her backpack is going to get stuck. She never looks. Look, she's closing it, never looks. Never makes sure that child is away from that door. And there she goes. Now, she's talking. She's not looking. Right there. Right there. Her head is turned and she is, how can you not see that child? How can you not? Look, she's still looking. Now she's talking. Oh, where is it?
What are you doing, Devin? Sit down, Devin.
She does it again. Right there. She's looking again. Now she's pointing out that door. She's pointing at that door. She looks again. Looks again. Looks again. Now that horn blows. The horn blows, and now she sees it. That horn blows, and now she sees it. It took a car to blow their horn for her to notice. Totally hell. Nope. It is unreal. Why doesn't exactly? She never even watched that child get completely off that bus. That's where it went wrong. You didn't even look out that door when you closed that handle. I'm sorry, if you're a bus driver and you were responsible for those children and their safety, when you close that door, you're looking at that door to close it. She never turned her head when she was closing that door. Never turned her head to make sure that child exited all the way. Horrible. I think she realized it and slammed on the brakes. That's when the horn blew at her. But she did look over that way and never saw her until that last look. I agree. She should do time. Neglect is neglect. Absolutely. Exactly, Kevin. My bus driver wouldn't either. My bus driver would not move until they knew the children were in a safe distance away. So heartbreaking. And they're doing a lawsuit, but how did she not get charged? That's what I'm confused on. Did she get charged with anything? Or are they just saying, let's see. Let me see. Did Let's take a look. Because if it's just the lawsuit and she did not get criminally held responsible, and I don't mean, oh, she just lost her job and she can't be a bus driver anymore. That's not enough. Did I freeze again? Ugh. Did I freeze again? And I don't mean, I don't know if you guys caught that, but I don't mean that she got held responsible and she just can't be a bus driver anymore. That's not enough. So, let's see. She did not. She got fired as a bus driver. That's what it says. Driver fired after student dragged by bus. And now they have the lawsuit. How did she not? There needs to be more than just, let's read it. Jefferson County Public School has fired one of its bus drivers after an incident in May where a 6-year-old was dragged by her bus. Bus driver Melinda Sanders was fired this month after JCPS said Sanders failed to follow proper procedures, you think? An investigation found that Sanders, who was hired as a substitute bus driver in August 2013 and became a full-time bus driver 3 months later, was distracted talking to another student on May 15 when she let 7-year-old elementary first grader Allie off the bus. You failed to watch as the student left the bus. You failed to check the stairwell before closing the door. You failed to check your mirrors before moving the bus, the district said in a letter to Sanders, notifying her of her termination. It says little Allie's backpack apparently got caught in the bus door, according to police reports. And Allie was dragged about 500 feet. Well, it's more than 500 feet. It was 1,147 feet. Sanders' personnel file contains no disciplinary actions, complaints, or investigations. Sanders' personal file contains no disciplinary actions, complaints, or investigations. Although she did have 3 days of unapproved leave in 2014. For what? For what? JCPS said, in addition, her letter of termination notes that she did not show up for her morning run on May 11th, 4 days before dragging the child. So that's all she got. She got fired for it. She didn't get put in jail. She didn't lose her license. Nothing. She just lost her job as a bus driver. So does that mean she could have got fired from that bus company and went to another one? And is she still driving bus to this day? It should be a lifetime. She should never be able to drive a bus ever again in her life and be responsible for young children, in my opinion, accident or no accident. Because in my opinion, she wasn't distracted. Because if she's talking to a kid on the bus, I think watching a child exit the bus is way more important than the conversation you're having with a kid that's safe on your bus. The internet will fix her. Yes. Let's see. Somebody, give me a second. All right. Never mind. Ah, All right, guys. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I think this is the longest stream I've done in a very long time. But I'm going to get off and go eat a salad and start my day. So I hope you guys all have a fabulous weekend. Thank you guys for coming in and chit-chatting with me. You know I love it. If you guys could, on your way out, remember to hit those thumbs up or the thumbs down, because you know I like them both. And thank you, Samara. Um, Again, everybody stay healthy, stay happy, but most of all, stay you. And I'll talk to you all soon. Make sure you sub up those channels that I was talking about. Uh, Gingerlock's mom, Spirit Seeker Squad, Sonia. Everybody, check them out. Please subscribe. Give them some support. Thank you, Kevin. I'm glad you were able to catch a live too. I am too, Spirit Seeker Squad. All right, everybody, until next time. Talk to y'all later. Oh, and everybody, please make sure you guys go up and watch Carla in the mornings, Monday through Friday. She's going to be starting the animal rescue. I don't know when, but if you watch, you'll know. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'll post after on my. Oh, everybody, watch out for Sonia's community posts. And make sure you do all the Surfside channels and Stop the Madness. Stop the Madness. He's a great guy. He does great with crime. He's another good channel to watch if you like crime. So again, everybody stay healthy, stay happy, but most of all, stay you. Make sure you subscribe to me and hit those thumbs on the way out. Oh, Carla is off until Wednesday. Everybody, watch out for her on Wednesday. Talk to y'all later.